You know what? My videos haven't been clickbait enough. I need to make a game that will get me views fast. If only there was a crackhead YouTuber who makes dangerous inventions that I could borrow ideas from.
God fucking damn!
That's perfect. Hi, I'm Ben Curtin. If you've ever been on the tech part of YouTube, you know that there's two sides, the reviewers and the makers. One of these sides houses a maniacal mastermind who has the potential to destroy the world with his own Red Bull-infused robot uprising. The other two sides are the reviewers and the makers. Basically, Michael Reeves is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I saw his surgery robot, and I said, what if I can make that without power tools or physical labor? So I'm challenging myself to recreate this robot as a way to build up my understanding about how to make a 3D game. Of course, so that it doesn't look like I'm copying Michael completely, I'm going to make this under the guise that this is training software for the machine. So that you know how to operate a 6-foot-tall 3D knot printer that can stab you or anything to death. So let's start with the obvious. I'm gonna need some 3D models of the surgery robot. The only problem is, I don't know how to do that. And I don't know anybody who could replicate the robot part for part. Fortunately, I don't really need a hyper-realistic duplicate of the spawn of Satan's best engineer. You're probably wondering two things. Ben, when's the next giant asteroid going to strike on the Earth so that humanity can finally end? And the answer to that question is probably sometime in December. And also, how are you going to make 3D models without any prior experience? And the answer to that question is Magica Voxel. If you don't know what voxels are, they're in the name. They're 3D pixels. Magica Voxel is a free voxel making software that's apparently easy enough for people who are illiterate in 3D modeling, which is perfect for me. Basically, I can just BS my way into something that looks like a giant death machine, and it looks like this. Not bad, not bad. Then I can put it into Godot, slap some code on that bad boy, and BAM! One robot for the price of absolutely fucking nothing. Now, it's obviously not as smooth as operating the real-life thing, probably, and honestly, it's going to be a little bit tricky to replicate if you're not in VR, but it is pretty good for now. I mean, it feels nice to move the robot arm around, and it responds just how like it would in real life, and once I add in support for controllers, then this is going to be a real nice experience. Trust me on that. A little bit of beta testing, a little bit of, you know, actual game in here, and this is going to be a great experience. So it may be like 1 or 2 or 9 days later. Coincidentally, I'm wearing the same shirt. Come here, come here. This is what I have so far. It's still not done, and I have to release this goddamn video sometime. So I am going to describe really quickly what all of this does so that it's not boring. So the surgery robot can move up and down and left and right and forward and backwards just like the real thing. It also has a simulated delay of about half a second, again just like the robot in real life. Can't skip on the details, folks. You have to feel like you're operating a doctor's worst nightmare. You can also interact with this computer monitor with your head, and you can do a drawing mode. Wow, look at that. You're drawing with the robot. How cool and silly. You can draw with, you can clear it up with the white paint, or you can choose different colors, or you can clear the image, or you can even save the image. Here, I'll just draw like a penis. Watch this. And then you can save it. Look at that. You want to know how I did all that? Take a multi-mesh, make the primary mesh a cube, make a 100 by 54 grid of those cubes, use some collision boxes and some math to figure out which cubes the paintbrush is hitting, and then change each cube's color to the current color. To save the image, you take the colors of all 5,400 cubes into an array and map them to an image that's the same size as the grid, then create a directory for the images and save that image to that new directory. To make the virtual screen that you can interact with, the monitor takes a viewport or a window of a 2D scene and maps it to a plane. Then you do some raycasting, some more math, and some more special code in order to map the position and inputs of the mouse from a 2D screen onto a 3D projection of a 2D GUI, which takes into account the mouse is hidden from the game because we are using an FPS character controller. Hence why we have to use additional raycasting in order to figure out where the mouse would be approximately, rather than actually using the mouse's current position. Did that sound easy? Did all that sound easy? That took a week. That entire thing took a goddamn week. I'm just gonna skip ahead like 2 days because the rest of this is really just programming the other little mini games, 3D modeling. It's more of the same thing. I'm gonna do the snap thing. I'm gonna do the transition. Watch this. It has been another week, but the game is pretty much done now. As you can see, you've got the title screen, you've got the main attraction, the surgery robot with 3 different modes, such as stabbing, drawing, and stabbing ding-dings. You also have the screaming Roomba.
Are you fucking serious?
And last but not least, you have the big metal piston spike, aka the tomato spike machine. Beautiful. But I know what you're thinking. Ben, that's cool and all, but you promised VR. I want VR. Well, the thing is, I don't really know how to program for psych, bitches! Nothing's impossible without just copying and pasting the Godot tutorial code into the existing game. Alright, let the games begin. Over here we got the Roomba. Hell yeah, look at him go. Look at him go! Oh, that's amazing! Oh my god, I love this so much. It's so much better in VR. Look at this over here. We got the tomato spike machine. That's not the real sign of the show. It's this thing. Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Oh, this feels so good to use in VR. God damn. Okay, look at that. Yeah, fuck you, Da Vinci. You can play with Michael Reeves robot in VR as a training simulator. And what do you have? Probably nothing. You probably have to buy the machine before you can use it. This is a try before you buy situation, bitches. Alright, let's perform some surgery. Performing surgery on a patient. Performing surgery. Oh my god. It's fucking blue. Holy shit. Surgery on patient. Oh, he's bleeding out. I don't know why. He's bleeding out. This guy's already dead. Oh god, this is beautiful. This is the best thing I've ever made. Look at that. Oh, that is so much fun. Holy shit. Hi guys, it's the funny thing. Surgery on a grate. Okay, you want to try it?
Huh?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
here.
what?
I'm gonna take it here. Yeah. Oh. Fuck. This is my friend, Mateo. He's a VR enthusiast without a VR headset of his own right now, so he comes to my house to play VR, especially Boneworks. Actually, just Boneworks. The controls are up on that wall over there. Yeah, you can move around with the trackpad and stuff. The trigger is teleport, but if you press the top menu button, you can change modes so that you can interact with the monitor. Yeah, I already know where this is going, huh? Epic. So look, you spawned a pineapple. Go stab it. It has physics! Yo, physics! You're actually doing kind of good. Wow, Mateo, you're literally murdering this person. How do you feel about that?
Question mark?
So there you have it, a bunch of Michael Reeves robots in VR. I'm releasing both versions of the game for free under the name Michael Reeves Training Simulator. Actually, that's a boring-ass name, so I'm going to call it Michael Reeves Nightmare Machines. You can go down in the description and find both the regular version and the VR version on itch.io. I would appreciate it if you checked it out. This took a long time to make. Oh yeah, and Michael Reeves, if you're watching, I've watched your content for a long, long time. And I think you should make a robot that... This video was sponsored by nobody because I am not that big of a YouTuber. Making games is pretty hard and it takes up a lot of time, and this project is free because A, I want everybody to, you know, have access to the fan game. I'm not going to put it behind a paywall like that. Also for legal reasons. If you want to see me do bigger projects, or you want to see me get better equipment for YouTube, like an actual camera instead of my phone, where should you go? Patreon! I'm setting up a Patreon for everybody, or anybody who wants to help support the channel monthly. These games take a long time to make, and I really do want to give them all the effort I can. I want to give them the best art, the best music, stuff like that, but I can't do that without hiring people, and I don't have the money to do that. At $5 a month, you can see bloopers and behind-the-scenes stuff. At $10, you can see videos early. Also, you get like put at the end of the video as like credits. At $25 a month, I'll put you in the credits for my games, and also you get early access to play them before anybody else in their finished state. At $50 a month, you can be a beta tester for me. You get to help me test all the projects that I make throughout the entirety of the development phase. But there's only 10 slots for those, so if you want to be a beta tester, you better act quick. But yeah, if you don't have the money to support me monthly, that's alright, because I have also a Ko-Fi. And Ko-Fi is just where you can make a one-time donation You don't get any perks for that, unfortunately, but it still means a lot to me that you support the channel in any way at all. Like, subscribe, things that will also help channel. Basically, what I'm trying to say is any amount of support would be extremely helpful. Also, monetarily, please give me money. Alright, that's it. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day.